that you will not feel that emotional distress. And betrayal often leads to intense emotional distress, including feeling of hurt. You feel anger, you feel sadness, you feel betrayal, you feel it. And these emotions can be overwhelming and may persist even for a longer period of time when you don't deal with it. Okay, so when betrayal occurs, it will affect you emotionally. You get angry. In fact, you feel like some people might even feel like punching whoever has hurt them sometimes. But is that the best solution, really? Thank you, Lovely. Thank you so much for joining. Let's like the live. Let's share to other people. So other effects that can come as a result of being betrayed is trust issues. Trust issues. Betrayal can shatter trust in others because one person has betrayed you. You just lash out on other people coming your way, whether new or old. You just feel, ugh, what's the point? They're not trustworthy. It makes things difficult to trust again, especially in future relationships. Individual may become more guarded. They're like their antenna is up all the time. They get skeptical about things, fearing that they will be hurt or betrayed again. I'm not saying it can't happen many times in your life. It can occur many times in your life, but you have to be consciously aware. When it happens, it would affect you emotionally, but what do you do? How do you handle that? So like I said, these are effects of being betrayed. Emotional distress, you will feel that. Trust issues, you may have trust issues. Thank you so much. Shortly, I'm going to bring some of us up. Let's hear from you. What do you think about that betrayal we're talking about today? Have you been betrayed before? Or let me not go to the other side, but I'll still leave it here. Have you been betrayed by someone? How were you able to handle it? How did you feel? And were you able to handle it to start with? And are you able to trust again? Those are the things I want us to kind of talk about briefly so that everybody can learn from each other. So another effect is low self-esteem. Being betrayed can damage one's low self-esteem and self-worth, leading to feelings of inadequacy and or unworthiness. Mr. B probably felt, is it that I've been doing a bad job so far? Be questioning yourself, your esteem, you question yourself, your worth, you even question your worth, that have you not done such a good job so far? Why would he sidetrack you and go to do such a thing? And this is the effect of feeling betrayed. Low self-esteem, it leads to feelings of inadequacies and unworthiness. Individuals may blame themselves for the betrayal. Even you might even just to get your head around it, you might even blame yourself that, oh, it's your fault that this has happened or something. Just blame yourself. You believe that you're so undeserving, that's why you've been betrayed. No, that is not it. You cannot control. Nice, thanks for joining. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Let's tap on our screen and share to other people. Let them be part of this talk today. So don't blame yourself. That's all I'll say. Because when these things happen, you question who you are yourself, and it shouldn't be. The person has betrayed you. They probably have moved on, and you're still there, in that emotional distress, trying to make heads of things, trying to understand why this happened. You didn't see it coming. You feel inadequate and all of that. It's the feeling that you will feel after being betrayed. And of course, another effect is it will restrain your relationship. It gets strained. Betrayal can strain existing relationships. Like I said, Mr. A and B, after that ordeal, went their separate ways, and they've been friends for years and years, and it can lead to breakdown of trust in close relationships because that person has betrayed you. You're not suspecting every one of your friends. Your mind. We talked about power of the mind last week, so we need to be mindful. Your close relationship, you start doubting people, especially when they say something you probably didn't catch it, and later they say, oh, did you know he has said this? They say no. It's like, you're just relating that one ordeal to every other relationship. We have to be mindful. It may be challenging to repair the relationship or rebuild trust after a betrayal has occurred. For Mr. A and B that I gave the example, they were not able to repair the friendship. That was it. The business partnership, that was the end of it. And imagine losing friends all the time because they betray you, or maybe perhaps it was you that betrayed them. Bangi, thanks for joining. I see you. So, anxiety and stress can come in as well when someone has betrayed you. Betrayal can trigger anxiety and stress because, like Mr. A and Mr. B was in shock. He was in shock for a while. It would take time for him to gather himself to even think about another business, if you get me. So it can cause anxiety because he's over worried. Did I not do something right? Did I do something wrong? Or anxiety must step in, and this can lead to stress, and your mental well-being is not intact, it's not okay at that time. So it can cause individuals to worry about their safety or their security or future relationships. They may experience intrusive thoughts, or they start ruminating about the betrayal, and they start listening to other things, and they expand it more than it is, or what have you, and they start thinking about even maybe the businesses they've done in the past. Could it be that he has duped me some way, taking more percentage? It can just fester on and on negatively, and we don't want that. So be mindful. If you have been betrayed, these are effects that it would have on you, or it may have on you, but we don't just leave it at that. We have to deal with it. Another one quickly I'll mention is difficulty in forming new relationships. When you have been betrayed, once, twice, many times over, you find it difficult to form a new relationship. Betrayal can make it challenging to form new relationships or open up to others, especially, like I said, in a new relationship. Individuals may fear being hurt or betrayed again, leading to social withdrawal or avoidance of new connections. That new connections can bring new contracts, new business ideas, or new businesses. But when you have shut down because somebody betrayed you in the business world, or in your family, or a friend, could be in a relationship. An example is, imagine you see this girl, you see this boy, you like each other, you say, okay, let's be boyfriend, girlfriend, and then you like each other so much, you start building on that relationship, and both of you are thinking that this might actually end up to becoming something bigger, like a marriage, for example. And 1 year you're investing into this relationship, and the guy too is investing into it, you're on the same page, you just clicked. And before you know, you're into this relationship for 2 years, and you're so proud of yourself, like, oh my goodness, definitely. For a girl, she'll be thinking in her mind, we're on the same page, and maybe sooner this guy's going to propose, put a ring on it. And then somewhere down the line, after 2 years, you're expecting that maybe this guy is coming to propose, and then the next thing you just see on social media, this same guy you've been dating for the last 2 years, you see him kneeling down and proposing to another girl. The shock. The shock. I can't describe it. I can't put words to it. Imagine that feeling of betrayal by someone you love so much. You put your heart, everything in it. And the last minute, you're expecting they'll propose to you. And right there on social media, you see they're proposing to another girl to want to marry them. That feeling obviously will cause some stress emotionally. It will cause anxiety. It will cause low self-esteem. It will cause a lot of things in that person. So we need to be mindful, really. Effect of betrayal could lead to loss of faith in humanity. That girl, she might just say, you know what, I'm done, no more relationship, I'll just be by myself. Just because of that one relationship, they got betrayed, and they just concluded it's no more for me. And the business partner was like, oh, this person has betrayed me in this business, so maybe that's it, no more business for me. It shouldn't be so, okay? It can make us lose faith in humanity. Experiencing betrayal can erode one's faith in humanity, and causing individuals to become cynical, or disillusioned about people's intentions. Some might come genuinely and say, you know what, I've been watching you from afar, I really like you, and genuinely they like this girl. But because she's been betrayed before by a guy, she just feels like, Mary A, I see you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Let's like the live. Let's share to other people to be part of this. If you're just joining, the topic is betrayal. how do we deal with it, you know, the consequences of it, the effects of it, and how we can move on from